Hey, my loves, today I'm going to show you how to prepare my meatloaf Jackie's way with some mashed potatoes, garlicky, and just some simple vegetables. So stay tuned and I'll be back. All right, y'all. So some of y'all might think, okay, I'm going overboard. And this is something I don't do this all the time. But if I'm doing like an event or something, then I'll take the time to do this. But because I'm showing y'all how to do this today, how to make a good meatloaf, I'm gonna show you. I like to get rid of all that blood. Okay, I like to get rid of all that blood that's in there. So you get yourself a nice sieve. Okay, this is I got about 2 pounds. Yes, you can. Some people are like, oh, why go through all that when you could, you're gonna cook it out anyway. But I guarantee you it'll taste fresher. How much you want to bet? So if you want to do this step, you can. If not, just do you. Cook it with blood and oil, okay? This is a good step I like to do. And I just have over a sieve. And I just like to take, you see all that blood? Nothing wrong with rinsing your ground beef. Because guys, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're in these, when they're butchering this, especially when they're slaughtering these animals, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times, there's so much stuff that you think that should be in there that shouldn't be in there. So if you could take a little time to do this sometimes, trust, it's a good thing. Okay, yes, you're cleaning your ground beef. You're like, you're cleaning ground beef? Yes, baby. Okay. See all that? Yeah. If you really knew what goes on in these things, a lot of that is sometimes they'll add dye to it to make it look, but this is what we want. We'll be back. If you want to get all into it, you can. So now I'm just going to get some celery here. I'm going to add about 2 pounds that I'm working with. About a third of a cup. Some chopped. I'm definitely going to add some onion to this. I love nice amounts of onion. Give it a nice chop here for our meatloaf. Okay. We're going to add some yellow sweet bell peppers. Just chopping them up nicely. Okay, that's about half a cup. But don't worry, guys, I'll have the ingredients in the description box for you all. Okay. Now we're getting some garlic cloves. I'm using about 4, 5 garlic. I love garlic, and I'm just using this old school pestle and mortar. We're going to add that. I'm going to add my veggies in here along with my garlic seasoning base. About a good quarter of a cup of that. A tablespoon of some chicken bouillon. Adobo. Even though I don't like adobo, but I'm going to add a little teaspoon of this. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Guys, again, you control what you want. Okay? 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, so you can add ketchup. That's going to contribute to some great sweetness. contrast, that smoky flavor. About a teaspoon of mustard. Rough teaspoon. I'm gonna add a few splashes of hot sauce. Don't play. Don't play with me. You don't have to do this. I do this. 1 egg to this. You could add breadcrumbs or I have some stale bread, which I'm gonna, or some croutons you could crush in here. Okay. Some people do the whole soaking it in milk, but we're not doing that because there's some juice in here too. So I like to add these tail ends, and this is going to help bind it together, guys. You want this to bind, so you want to get it where you're not trying to make, but this also helps stretch it too. And my loves, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Press that thumbs button so we could push this video out there and get that algorithm going. And don't forget to press that notification bell so you could be notified of all my upcoming videos and let everybody know Jackie's cooking. Now we could add some red pepper flakes, which I'm going to add because I like a little. I know, but that's me, guys. You don't have to do that. Just add a splash of it. You can add oregano, whatever other herbs and stuff you may have in your house. About 5 pieces of bread. Or you could use breadcrumbs. So you know this is going to be nice and moist. Okay, now I'm using this Purex. God, this, you know, this is old. But if you have a bread loaf pan, you could use that too. I couldn't find mine. I'm going to add some pepperjack cheese, guys, in the middle. You could add mozzarella, you could add sharp cheese, or you don't have to do it at all. It's up to you. I'm just extra. I'm gonna fold this cheese, this pepperjack cheese. Yes, baby. That I'm gonna put in the middle. You don't have to do this step. But I am, okay? And I am now going to start shaping my meatloaf. Around. See how that is? And it fits, it's snug. That's what I like about doing it like this. It's snug in here. Okay, I'm gonna loosely cover it, loosely. Okay, and we're gonna stick this in the oven. I would say 375. Okay, and we'll bake this for about what, 40, 50 minutes to an hour until it reaches 160 degrees in the center. So we're gonna get to our mashed potatoes. I got 4 large potatoes. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut them into thirds, halve them and cut them into thirds, just so we could get this process going a little bit quicker. Okay, so they could boil quicker. And I'm going to season my water with some chicken bouillon. Season our water. Okay, and I'm going to add my potatoes in here and let these boil until tender on high. Whoops. Okay. Right. And I got this on a medium-high heat. And we're gonna let that come to a boil, and I'll show you what to do. I'm gonna add a good half a cup of butter. A good amount of butter to this. Okay? That's what makes these potatoes, honey. We're gonna add some butter. Okay, if you have Parmesan cheese, you can add some Parmesan cheese to it. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream, or you could add cream cheese, whatever works for you. Okay, about 2 spoons of this. Okay, added some butter. Okay, you can add some cheese. Okay. So now I got some more garlic. I'm using about 4. Well, I thought that was like about 3 to 4 heads of garlic. I'm gonna caramelize this garlic, and I'm gonna put it right into my potatoes. Guys, you do not want to let this get black. No, you just want to caramelize, because that's going to intensify the flavor of the garlic. And we're going to put it right in here, baby. So now I'm adding my garlic that has been caramelized into my potatoes, baby. Now it's on and popping. So it's been about 45 minutes with my meatloaf, okay? And if you have a thermometer and you want to make sure that it's cooked, you can insert it in the center until it reaches like about 160 to 165 degrees. Okay, and now I'm putting on my barbecue sauce mixed with a little ketchup, but more barbecue. I always love barbecue. And then we're going to stick it right back in the oven, okay, so it could continue to get nice and caramelized onto our meatloaf for another, what, 10-15 minutes, if that much, okay? And we will be ready for our meatloaf. And here is our meatloaf. Guys, before you just cut into it, let it cool down a little bit, okay? So the juices could settle in, okay? At least a good 10 minutes, okay? Don't be quick to cut into it. And you will find that you have a nice, juicy, flavorful meatloaf. Okay, we're gonna put this dish together now. I already had my mashed potatoes on my plate. Well, actually, it's not for me. This is for my husband, because I can't eat that much. With some simple steamed peas and carrots that I seasoned with a little black pepper and a little pinch of salt, baby. And this is what it is. This is what it's, and it's simple and it's comforting. Okay, I mean, that meatloaf is absolutely delicious, guys. All right, look at that. And if you want, you know, you could add a little gravy for your potatoes, but this was for me, you know, baby. And as I'm enjoying my meatloaf, here comes my husband. You know, he just comes into the kitchen. You know, his plate is ready. Okay, so guys, leave me your comments. Enjoy this recipe. Try it out. Look at that. No respect. He just grabs the plate and just goes about his business. I'll tell you. But guys, enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to eat, love, and pray.